Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Fallout 2. This is GonaLRPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're to join me today as we talk to a stout nun. And last episode I said goodbye to her. I said, nothing really, I guess. She asked, what would you like to know? And now she has something. Hey, she says, before you go, perhaps you could do me a favor. I'm supposed to bring this machine part to Max in the basement copy room. I haven't met Max, but sure. But you see, my left knee has been acting up lately, and it's a real pain for me to go up and down all those stairs. Would it trouble you too much to bring him this part for me? Sure. Thanks! Here's the part. The copying room is in the basement. Just use the stairs directly behind Brother Matthew in the chapel area. Oh. I didn't see those, but yeah, that's how you get to the other place. Not a problem. I take the part. I'll bring it down to Max right away. Yeah, I will. But before I do that, let me just go ahead and save the game over here, because we ended last episode in the middle of a conversation, and that's why I started this one in the middle of a conversation. So this is episode 76, which means that is the save for last episode, and we're going down there, which means, can I go in through there? Not really. It's actually pretty tricky to navigate this place. Brother Matthew would be then this guy. Yeah, which means Brother Max, and thank you, Sulik, for getting out of there. There's stairs back here. Wait a minute, are these stairs? They are. They do that. These are like the stairs in the cathedral in Fallout 1. Yeah, I just didn't see them. Okay, and we're on the other side of this place. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm thinking, though, she has problem climbing stairs, and she works upstairs? That's not good. That's not good for your knees. You're gonna, when you need to poop, you're gonna need to go down those stairs with the poop urgency. Unless old people somehow have different poop urgencies where they can kind of predict or something. I have no idea. I'm not old. Not that old anyway. Let's see what we have over here. Nothing. But of course, first thing I do is take everything that I can. Who's that guy? There's a monk, a holy woman over here. There was nothing over there that I saw. You should talk to our leader. Yeah, that was the plan for this episode, actually, to talk to the leader of this place. So there's nothing over here. That's Max over there. Hello, what can I do for you? I have something from Elaine. Oh, let me guess. It's that service part I requested, right? Yeah, here it is. He takes the part from your hands. Finally! Now we can fix this printing machine. Thanks. Take the survival manual for your trouble. Oh, that's really nice. 2 of these. Sure. I'm definitely down for some of that. Actually, my repair is 90. I will be able to gain some of that. I could bring the game down to, or up to hard, I think. Or, wait a minute. Down to easy? Or, I don't know. Anyway, I could change the difficulty to gain more skill points if I needed. But I don't. And besides, that's a little bit of it. That's a little bit cheating. It's a little bit. So I'm just gonna get that. Bring that up by 11. Pretty good. So what is this place? This is our printing works, he says. We copy our books here. Oh. You copy your books? I thought you were... Do you... What? Army Technical Manual. Oh, that's a different one. An old manual designed for the United States Army Corporation of Engineers. I can use that. What's that for? That does nothing. Okay. The big book of science I'm not going to use. This machine. It looks like an old printing press or manufacturing doohickey. Yeah, it's that. So I'm going to try and access this, see what that is. But I can't do anything here, can I? Let's see what I can do here with, not science, with repair. See if that works. Cannot repair that. How about this one? He's saying that these books are very fragile. Speaking of which, we have terminals over here. They're pretty hard to spot because they look like junk. But, not really, not literally. But, yeah, I'm gonna try and access them. I might need to talk to the Abbot before I do that, because I probably require a password. And if I do, I'm probably not gonna be able to hack it, even though I really should. Okay, I'm not gonna bring those. I don't think I need them. I'm not gonna bring anything over there, because there's nothing. And that's junk, right? Yeah. Robes. Are these the same robes? No, of course not. Of course not. Yeah, I'm not gonna take those. I'm gonna leave them here still. There we go. So let's try and access these computers, see what they do. If they do anything. It's just a terminal. Can I use science on them? No, I failed to learn anything. That's probably because it sucks at teaching things. Anyway, we can go back upstairs. Good people of the Abbey? Yeah, I know. Oh boy. There's a lot of people around here. Oh, that's the Skynet over there. There we go. Still can't... Oh, I can go through right there. Awesome. Okay, so let's... Well, I need to talk to the fat nurse. Not fat nurse. Fat nun. Stout nun. Same deal. And then go up to the Abbot. So... Oh, she doesn't... This area doesn't seem to have a lot... Well, I'm saying that, but the other quest... Only Mr. Peterson, the quest with Mr. Peterson and the person that was robbing graves, only Mr. Peterson didn't actually say anything, but everybody else did say something after the quest was done. But she doesn't say anything there. I just got the experience and got the manual, which is fine. Which is good. It's good. It's a good reward. Books are really good, actually, as a reward. People keep farting, or is that just Marcus saying that just to annoy people? I say farting, but he says, cutting a muffin. I don't know, I love the smell of muffins. They're amazing. Even blueberry ones. Those are the ones that have a little bit of a smell to them, in my opinion, but I do love them more than the rest. Actually, I prefer chocolate muffins. Those are the stuff. Worn-looking robes. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Like, what the hell? Is he gonna come back? Is he gonna come back? Well, if he comes back, he's probably gonna go over there. Maybe I should take those robes as those robes that are on the floor of the porn studio in New Reno, and this is just meant to be like a room. It doesn't have anything. Very cramped. But then again, all these upper level, they're different though. They're not like the ones in Fallout 2, in Fallout 1. Sorry, the upper levels of these things are usually very cramped. It's one thing that they kind of stuck with, which is like a consistent interior design where the interior is not bigger than the outside, for the most part. It's not always like that, but for the most part. And I can totally respect that. This is Metzger's desk. To the point... No, wait a minute. No, I thought I could push the desk, but yeah, a large sturdy-looking desk. Sturdy-looking desk. You see, the Abbot, the spiritual leader of the Abbey. And I suppose maybe the de facto leader as well, not just the spiritual one. Although the difference there is pretty nuanced, I would say. But still, you know, a spiritual leader is a spiritual leader. If you are the de facto leader, or the political leader, or the military one, or whatever. Hello. Welcome to the Abbey, traveler. How can I help you? What can you tell me about your order? What do you want to know? So, what is the purpose of your order? Our holy mission is to read, copy, and take care of our sacred books of knowledge and other relics of the lost age. It is our hope that with this knowledge we are able to create a memorabilia that might one day help humanity emerge from its self-imposed dark age. Self-imposed... that's reductivist, really, because, you know, it wasn't self-imposed, it was people bringing bombs on others, but sure. Any information that we come across is recorded, lest it be lost, like so much was in the great flame deluge. Yeah, again with this thing. Yeah, you must be quite knowledgeable, having read so much. I have indeed read much in my life, yet you might be disappointed at the limitations of my knowledge. You see, we record and preserve. We are forbidden to act upon the wisdom of these books. Therefore, our understanding of the text is quite limited. Because you don't read it, or because how would you not understand the texts if you read them? I think because they don't read them, because the other guy was saying, the other guy that asked us to bring the button, the hollow drive or hollow disk, he said that when he was transcribing it, he was actually paying attention to it. So that makes sense, because when you're transcribing something, you may just do it without paying attention to what you're doing, and actually that's the fastest way of transcribing something. Wait, you're telling me that you just that's right there. You just blindly transcribe these books without even trying to comprehend them? As I've said, it is our job to preserve this knowledge, not to understand it. Before this knowledge can be returned to mankind, we must first prove that to have reason above his tendency of mass genocide. That's the only way to ensure that history does not repeat itself. Sure, that's a little bit skewed of a perspective. Let's see what my character has to say about that. What I have to say about that is that usually it's ignorance that leads to mass genocide, not knowledge. Definitely not knowledge. It's usually very blatant. It's not even like, you know, oh, they studied history and they just had a different opinion. No, they just chose to ignore history, and that they brought the bombs down upon themselves, or, you know, I'm talking about Cold War specifically, or of course you could talk about the Holocaust or other mass genocides, especially in East Asia, and Asia in general. Throughout history, there's a lot of genocides to study, and it's usually people that just don't really care and don't really study, so, sure, whatever. I do understand his bias, though, but sure, it's a bias. Well, I've got news for you, my character does. That day is never going to come. Yeah. Yeah, and while you're hoarding all this knowledge in your little mountain paradise here, people out in the wasteland are struggling every day to survive. In fact, my entire tribe is on the brink of destruction. Mostly because I keep going around the waste without doing anything, but never mind that. The knowledge contained in these books could help cure diseases, improve crops, and greatly increase the chance of humanity's survival. I understand your frustration with our ways, but you must understand that this is the way things have always been for us. To alter things now, after so many years, that would be blasphemous against our faith. Still, I shall consider your words. I sense great wisdom in you, Wanderer. It is a pity I have met very few like you. Yeah, thanks. I'd like to know something else, though. Wait a minute, you explained to the Abbot that while the information they hold could lead to mankind's annihilation, it could also lead to mankind's salvation. Yeah, that's, there we go, that's the stuff. So that's what I did, right there. So what is the purpose of your order? Our holy mission is to read, copy, and take care of our sacred books of knowledge and other relics of the lost age. Did he say that already? Yes. So what is the history behind the Abbey? After the Great War? Oh, holy cow, he's actually saying Great War. There it is, that's the one. I think it's actually in the first introduction of the first game. Ron Perlman, I think, says Great War, but maybe I'm wrong. The guiding hands of fate directed our ancestors to this old abbey in the mountains. Due to its remote location, the monastery survived the flame deluge mostly unscathed. It is our ancestors, as our ancestors explored the building, they discovered an extensive library of books. And not just religious texts, oh no. This library contained the gamut of written works from literary classics. The gamut? From literary classics to scientific encyclopedias. What happened then? They soon realized the true nature, or the true treasure trove of wisdom stored within these books, especially the scientific tomes. Here were the chronicles of a fallen civilization, a lost age. There were a few who thought it might be best to destroy this knowledge, for fear that it would once again guide humanity towards apocalypse. But it was eventually decided that they would instead dedicate themselves to ensuring the preservation of the books to be released when and if the world was ready for it. And so, utilizing a small printing press, they began making copies of the books and also transcribing them into the Abbey's computers to preserve them digitally, should the physical books ever be destroyed. Over the long years, others have come across the Abbey, and some have elected to stay and live out their lives in the tranquil quiet of our mountain home. Where did your ancestors come from? They never told where they originally came from. We suspect that they came here originally from the east. Well, thanks for the story. So, ever heard of a device called the G.E.C.K? That does sound familiar. Why, yes, I recall Brother Thomas mentioning something about that recently. I'm sorry, but I don't recall exactly what he said. Well, that's fine. Just point me to Brother Thomas, and I'll go ask him. I'm afraid I won't be able to do that. You see, I am under the impression that Brother Thomas is no longer among the living. But fortunately for you, he was one of the most reliable transcribers. I'm sure whatever articles he came across concerning the information you seek has been, have been transcribed into our computers. Wait a second, Yeah, that did struck me as a little bit odd, but you're under the impression that Brother Thomas is dead. Where I come from, death is a pretty clear-cut thing. So, is he dead or isn't he? Brother Thomas has been missing for several days, ever since he went down to the caverns below the Abbey. He sighs heavily. Oh, that's why I remember hearing about Brother Thomas, yeah. You see, some of the Abbey's residents claimed to have seen a huge beast lurking down there, and Brother Thomas was quite skeptical. He took it upon himself to go dispel these rumors. Yet, as it turns out, his disappearance has only further validated them. So no one else has even bothered to go down there and check on him. What if he's simply trapped down there somehow and is slowly starving to death? Actually, forget about starving. He's slowly dying of thirst, effectively. Because that's always the problem. Don't care about starving, care about thirst. That's the issue. I suppose that's possible, he says, but you must understand, we are a peaceful people. The thought of going up against one of those wasteland monsters is terrifying to us. We're simply not equipped for such confrontations. Yeah, well, I'm adventurous. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's go with this one. Maybe I should take a look at what's down there. I am the chosen one, after all. Oh, you really do that? Perhaps while you're down there, you could look for a certain book. You see, it was last known to be in Brother Thomas's possession, and it's very important to us, and it was passed down by our founders. If you could retrieve that book, I would be most grateful. In fact, I'd grant you full access to our computers, so you can look for whatever you desire. Well, it's a deal. I'll be back soon. Thank you. Please let me know if you find the book. Yep, bye. Okay, that's really good. We found our way down, well, we found the way to actually have a reason to go and fight all those rats. Now, I must say that last episode I didn't fight all the rats that exist. Well, that I had fought a couple of episodes ago, because of the whole repeating the episode and all that. But now that I know that I can be here, I can just go ahead. And also with this weapon, it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really, really good. Our small guns are in good condition. Our skill levels are pretty amazing, aren't they? That's pretty good. That's the power of 10 intelligence right there. Even though I do only have 9 charisma for whatever reason. I don't really remember. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I remember. Sometimes I forget. But the reason why I only have 9 charisma is because I lost an ear. And that was the issue. So, yeah, people don't seem to trust people that only have 1 ear. Oh, what are you saying? That I should rotate my crops? Nah, you're missing 1 ear. I'm not gonna trust you. Oh, come on. 95% misses, I hate them. And now these guys are gonna use up their weapons with bursts and all that sort of nonsense. Ah, well, whatever. It's kind of interesting that Skynet would be able to go down those stairs. Thank you, Marcus, for not shooting me or anybody in your team. Thank you very much. It's very nice of you. Okay. He's reloading or something happened. Okay, we got more rats coming our way. I'm gonna take a shot there. Oh, that's not nice. But that is... Yeah, the game was probably crashing because of all the 95% misses. It doesn't like it either. It's normal. I understand it. I understand it. It's fine. I can't even see the crash, though. It just gives me that notification. I press escape a couple of times. Once to get out of the game, but it doesn't actually get out of the game. It does show me my Windows cursor, which is all manner of weird. And then press again, I suppose, to get out of the notification window or something? It doesn't matter. It's happened a couple of times. I don't know. I've seen many iterations of bugs for this game. And notifications and crashes. Oh, crap. No. It's use radscorpions. I don't want to do that right now. I want to see what this is, because this looks pretty. This is a large amount of rocks. But what is that back there? That's water. Oh, I thought these connected over here. For some reason, I didn't remember. I didn't notice that didn't actually have a connection over there. But I always thought that this would go around, because my initial idea was that I would only be able to get to the other side through the caves. But yeah, these scorpions are basically all toast. What's that chance? Why did I miss? Well, Marcus didn't. Uh-huh. That's the stuff. Oh, 28. So that explains it. Okay, I'm gonna get in there. Although I don't want to be poisoned. Okay, here comes Skynet. I can't imagine how this would be with the... I can't remember, basically, how this would be with the combat speed on normal. That was another 95% miss. Okay, that was a miss. That was not a kill, I should say. There we go. That's good. That was good, Marcus. Okay. If you guys want to finish the job, I'd be totally fine with that. Because I'm pretty sure no. I'm not really sure why I can't end combat. Is there anybody else trying to kill me? I mean, we did hear that there was... Okay, they're missing. We did hear that there was a big radscorpion in here. There was only the big one over there. Man. There we go. There was only the big one. And, of course, they all have these things. I'm not going to bring them. There's no point. Another dead less scorpion. But I wonder if there's, like, a radscorpion. No, there's death claws. Yeah, I should have known. Well, I figured. Yeah, that's Brother Thomas over there. They're pretty fast. They're pretty fast. So let's see what I can do here. I'm not going to be able to handle this weapon properly, but I'm going to... 310 hit points. But I'm going to be... Oh, that's the sound my weapon makes. Yeah, I'm going to be able to do 163 damage right there. Was that a critical? That was not a critical, so go for it. Yeah, that's a weird sound for this weapon. And it... That's 15 rounds per blast. It's a good thing we stole the other weapon rather than this one. Even though I'm pretty sure it would do way more damage against the one amigos and all that. But then again, yeah, it wasn't very good. Did he... that was a critical over there on this tiny deathclaw over here. Do you hear it go like... when you shoot it? Yeah. But it's gonna attack us. And these little guys, they have the chance to knock us down. That was a critical for no damage. Man. I have no idea what's up with you, cat. Why you... seriously, what is wrong with you? But there we go. How much experience did we gain for that? 2,500? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's got that weapon. Is he out of ammo or something? He shouldn't be out of ammo. What is wrong with him? I'm not sure I like him. But then again, cat is not going to stay with me anyway. Yeah, he does have ammo. Maybe he only has action points or something. Or armor piercing, I should say. It's all AP. We have a Deathclaw. He's just Deathclaw. Oh, and there's a little kid. Okay. And that's... Oh, that is... Yeah, that's Brother Tom was over there. Oh, that's a pretty cool book. Ode to the Flame Deluge. So that explains why they call it like that. A novel set after a devastating nuclear war. The book excerpt describes how a violent backlash against the culture of advanced knowledge and technology that had led to the development of nuclear weapons took place shortly after this war. Anyone of learning and eventually anyone who could even read was likely to be killed. What is that a reference to? Ode to the Flame Deluge. Maybe that is actually a book. And it's just a direct reference to that. Nothing back here. I'm pressing shift, nothing happens. Yeah, so that works. That is a lot. Yeah, that's 15 rounds per shot on the Bozar, my god. But that does a lot of damage. That's a pretty awesome weapon. So I'm happy with that. We use it when we need to, and in a single turn I can kill a Deathclaw. So, which is not as good as I want it to be, by the way, because if I really wanted to farm some experience, I would be going out into the wasteland and into the caves that sometimes you find in mountains. And they usually have either Deathclaws, Wanamingos, they have radscorpions, but Deathclaws are pretty common in there. The problem is there are a lot of them. There's like 5 or 6 at the same time. It's very tricky to divide and conquer there, which is a strategy I used all throughout my childhood. Really, divide and conquer. That was my bread and breakfast. No, what's the word? Huh? Bread and butter. That's yeah. Bread and butter is the word I was looking for. Hey man, I did a thing. Hello, my friend. Yeah, I've killed your beast. And I've got your book. Excellent, let me have it. Sure, here you go. He takes the book from you and caresses its cover as if to soothe it. You have done us a great service. You now have full access to our computers in the library. Tell Brother Paul I grant you permission to access our files. Thank you. There we go. Again, karma. I suppose now these guys love me over here. It's not over here. It's karma. I need to go into Abbey. I'm still only liked? Are you kidding me? I've solved so many things. I've been so good to you guys. Anyway, I need to talk to Brother Thomas. Was that what he said? Is it this guy? Brother Paul? Yeah. The Abbot gave me permission to access the computers. Ah, yes. I heard about what you did. Thanks for taking care of that situation. Here's the key, the access key. And he hands you the key. Enjoy. Well, thank you very much. The access key. What the hell is that? Well, he mentioned this before. It's the access key. He said, you need an access key. So these are the computers, right? Is that what it is? Do I need to use that? What? Oh, that's the one. Abbey's computer terminal. Suppose that does it. There it is. You insert the loading or the access card into the slot. Beep. Access card accepted. Loading. Wind blows 2075. Done. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. The game has... No. Please don't do that. Sure. Input command. Scan files for any information about G.E.C.K or Vault 13. Oh, I can play rock, paper, scissors, apparently. You find some files containing the keyword G.E.C.K and Vault 13. Okay, let's go with the G.E.C.K. Your eyes widen and your heart quickens as you discover what appears to be an old advertisement for a Garden of Eden creation kit. The ad depicts a grinning cartoon guy in a vault suit holding up a large case that says Survival Kit. It's almost as if the smiling bastard is taunting you. I think this is the intro cinematic for Fallout 2. I remember... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's been a while since I watched it, actually, to be honest. But, yeah, go ahead and watch it. Look it up. I can put it in the... I didn't put it in the first episode because of copyright material, because of the song on the back. I could have edited it out, but it's got it's got Louis Armstrong singing Wonderful World, which fits quite a lot, and this was back before that song really hit with a mainstream sort of... Everybody loves that song now, and everybody just... It's gotten to a point where it's a little bit cheesy, but this was before that, so you can just embrace it in all its magnificence. Let's see. According to the ad, the kit includes a base replicator unit, which replicates food and basic items needed for building your new world. I believe that's straight out of Star Trek or something. A holodisk reader with library, which includes selections of the Library of Congress, complete set of encyclopedias, and other life-saving information, all contained on 460 handy holodisks. That's quite a lot, and of course, direct reference to the games back in the day requiring a lot of floppy disks. And it even contains a miniature pen flashlight. Surely this miracle device is exactly what you need to save your dying village. I'm pretty sure the miniature pen flashlight is not a thing, because this was... I'm pretty sure that doesn't fit, I would say. But yeah, let's read more. As you read over more articles, you learn the G.E.C.K was developed by FutureTech, a division of Vault-Tec, and that it was standard issue in all Vault-Tec vaults. And all of them had two, yeah. It was meant to be used upon exiting a vault to help reestablish life in the harsh environment of a world devastated by nuclear war. Okay. Upon further reading, you discover the G.E.C.K isn't quite the miracle device the ad made it out to be. The base replicator is actually nothing more than a fertilizer system containing food seeds, soil supplements, and chemicals specifically engineered to turn arid wasteland into fertile soil. What did you expect it was? Well, actually, the base replicator, because it's... Yeah, I see what it is. It sounded like Star Trek. But now that I read the description, it makes total sense. But yeah, it's the Star Trek thing. It's not that. Huh. Let's see, it's particularly that. It claims that it can build basic items, actually alludes to new codes it provides for the Vault's machines, allowing them to create new items from the dispensers. The G.E.C.K also contains schematics for basic force fields and the construction of sandcrete walls and buildings, also known as Adobe. Sure. It seems the G.E.C.K itself is meant to be disassembled over the course of its use. Yeah. You read an example of how it's got its cold fusion power source is intended to be used for main city power production. The G.E.C.K even contains instructions on disassembling sections of the vault to create homes and defensive structures for the new community. As you finish reading over the files, you decide that even though it's not the magical device the Elder seems to think it is, finding a G.E.K is still your best option in the hope to save your tribe. That's really good. I like that a lot. I like this a lot. This is really good, except for a single little bit over here. There's no cold fusion in Fallout 1, or in Fallout, in the Fallout world. This is not a thing. Cold fusion is not a thing. That's not a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing. Because if that was, unless I don't know what cold fusion is, but if that was, you wouldn't need nuclear power. Because that's fission. Let's look at the description. I'll look into that in a little bit. Actually, I can just go back over here. Let's log off. And because also we're out of time. But I just need to look. I just need to look over here at this description over here. Because these are the sort of day-to-day electrical power thing. A medium-sized energy production unit. Microfusion cell. It's not cold fusion. I might be mistaken, though. It's not cold. Because cold fusion is a different thing. Cold fusion is probably not even possible, according... We don't even know if it is possible. But if it was... The thing with this for power is that it's very expensive. Cold fusion is very cheap. If we figure that out... We won't need anything else. We don't need anything. That's power for everybody, which is gonna completely change society, and it's pretty interesting to think of. But I'm pretty sure it's not. Anyway, I'm gonna look into that, and I will talk about that in the next episode a little bit. Hopefully, I will remember it anyway. But for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Fallout 2. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!